Hey guys, Jenny, remember that one time where we escaped from an escape room? Wasn't that super fun?
Yes.
Jeff, remember barbecue?
Yeah.
It was super sweet, right?
It's more savory.
I'm 30, motherfucker.
Happy birthday.
That's very aggressive.
I want to be aggressive because I really want to remember this feeling of transforming into this
Join us.
butterfly that is beyond childhood.
30 land.
You know, most societies at this point consider 30 to be like actual adulthood, and therefore near death.
No.
I don't feel that way because I live in and therefore we have a really good medical system. So I think that I'll probably live to be around. So
Yay.
let's go, guys. You ready to hunt down a Gryffindor?
Do you want to feel real good about turning 30? You should watch Bo Burnham's Inside special.
Well, Karen just watched that last night, and I don't think she was that impressed.
I've heard of this thing.
Yeah.
Is it a comedy
The
thing?
peanut gallery groans.
Like a comedy?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a comedy, but he also throws some. I can't tell if to take him serious or not,
Oh.
because he's being like more dramatic at points, but he also makes fun of people for being dramatic.
Ah.
So I can't tell if he's doing it for the sake of making fun of them, or just to be dramatic.
You don't know if he's falling apart or doing it for you.
No.
Yep.
I'm intrigued.
And I don't know how I feel about that.
I liked exactly one song.
Sounds like the real revolutionary comedy special that I've been hearing about.
Yeah.
Today's special starts off with a bit of a bang, and in the sense of a bang, I mean to say that very little happens for both of you, because I'm setting the stage, because a big thing happened last session
On the wing.
that ascends both of your guys' ability to control the situation.
Oh, great.
That
An
being...
embarrassing thing happened last session.
That being, a teacher got attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Successfully got attacked. That being Professor McGonagall, and she is currently in the hospital wing. Here's the events that follow after she found her way into the hospital wing, after you cured Madame Pomfrey of her curse, and after you...
Good job, Doctor. Good job, dog.
And after you guys witness a flurry of people start to really worry. Knowing that you left Gryffindors afraid back in the tower, knowing that Sean is somewhere out there impersonating Minerva McGonagall, knowing that somewhere in the future Jeff is going to reincarnate as Harry Potter. You guys know all this, but here's what happens. Tune in next week and you'll find out.
Oh, gosh.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dun, dun.
But after
More screaming.
After a few words from our local sponsors, of course.
Audible is the biggest database of audiobooks.
Hey, did you know that you can get some like premium exclusive classes if you sign up for Skillshare and you spend like $10 a month, but like the first month is free or something like that?
Look at Shadow Legends.
It's pretty cool.
Let me tell you about Noom.
AFK Arena.
Yeah.
Stamps.com.
Whoa, wait, what was that?
Stamps.com.
ZipRecruiter. Sign up
Yeah.
for ZipRecruiter.com.
Do you need mental help? Get BetterHelp.com.
Oh.
This content is sponsored by Nebula.
We know which podcasts we'll listen to. Podcasts.
Have you guys seen the stupid Square pillow commercial too?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Like, are you guys wondering why it's in the shape of a square? I'm like, no,
My
I'm wondering why the
pillow.
skip button isn't coming up yet. Anyway,
Can't be...
here's what happens.
Okay.
McGonagall takes charge
Okay.
immediately. The way that you found her, or rather, in the way that she was reconfigured to be herself, no longer part of that like stasis version of herself,
Yeah.
if you remember, she was.
Yeah, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's cured. Yay!
Thank God.
And she almost instantly takes charge, but which also kind of works in. It's almost ironic because you find her almost stripped in the sense that she's wearing an undergarment dress, like a gown that she would wear normally under her robes. Because if you remember, Sean walked out of the tower in her garb.
Yeah.
So She's
Close, huh?
she's barking at what to do at various people. She instantly tries to summon Madam Professor Thrombey. She does not arrive. She's in a wheelchair. She can't come up here. Professor Flitwick.
Accessibility at Hogwarts.
Professor Sprout.
My new podcast.
And she summons a few other teachers as well. What she says is, Madam, wow, why do I keep doing that? Professor Sprout, go up to Dumbledore's office. There will be an owl with a letter. Send it off to Albus Dumbledore.
For the greater good.
You remember the letter?
Yeah!
Okay. You also hear her
Shut
instantly
up.
say, send letters to the Ministry of Magic. We need additional order backup. And she elaborates as to why. And you hear her miniature tale of what happened to her in the tower. She ascended to the 6th level of Gryffindor Tower on the boys' side.
I was going to say, man, I'm higher level than her. What a weakling.
Jeffrey, quiet.
It's funny.
I said quiet. Okay.
She walked in,
Mr. Tweedy.
and Sean was there, furious
Look
and
out.
unwilling to listen. And as she tried to console him, he became belligerent and started spouting off how no one could possibly understand his greater mission. She tried to understand why he was so furious. And as she talked to him, he instead started asking her questions. Believing that this would calm him, she started answering, "Yes, I'm up here because your friends thought you were upset. They saw you running away from them. Yada yada, blah blah, yada blah."
Oh.
And he got a general idea,
I
it
had a
seems.
question.
Shh! It got a general idea, it seems, of what was waiting for him at the bottom. And then suddenly, his wand was out, and cursing her. And she was stunned
Asshole.
and transfigured into this form. Hi, Cody.
Dada. It's me, Dada.
He cast cute on you.
As she was unable to move, unable to shout, unable to cast, unable to do anything except stare up at the very boring 4-poster canopy of the beds of the 6th level boys' dormitory of Gryffindor Tower. As she makes a side note, maybe update the furniture in Gryffindor Tower. Check. Okay. We need additional order support because not only did he attack a teacher, but because he attacked a teacher and I saw him transform into myself, it proves that these two might know quite a bit more than we believe.
Wow.
She does not elaborate anymore,
It's good.
and people are in a flurry of activity. And you're just sort of expected to wait. You hear one prefect being sent off to Gryffindor Tower to go calm the rest of the tower to send them back to bed because that's reasonable.
Did they get a new prefect already?
There's at least 6 prefects in every single grade,
what?
or in every single house.
Oh, is it one prefect per year?
It's
Yeah.
a boy and a girl per year, starting at 5th year and up. So 2 5th, 2
There's one
6th, 2
head
7th,
boy and one head
I
girl.
never knew.
Period.
and then out of all.
Oh, and then head boy. I was thinking of head boy and head girl. I was thinking that's what prefect meant.
Yeah. So there's only one head boy and one head girl, and that could be out of any of the 8 7th year prefects.
Got it.
Okay. Sean was not head boy. Sean was prefect.
Sean sucks.
Yes, Sean sucks. I know. He didn't leave me roses by the stairs.
Surprises
'Cause he
me.
sucks.
No, who cares?
Say it ain't so.
You wait for a while, like I'm saying, like an hour and a half before something eventually progresses to the point of excitement.
Are we just
because-
like chilling in the hospital wing
Yes.
still, basically? Okay.
Because you are told to not move.
Yeah. Understandably so.
Suddenly, an aura bursts into the medical wing, hospital wing, whatever it's called. I don't care. Did you put your name on the
Dumbledore
he
said calmly.
announces that they found him. They found McShonagall.
Was he still dressed as...
That's the thing.
McGonagall.
They were able to cast a spell that revealed him for who he was.
Oh, Revelio.
Reveal
Weird.
your secrets.
Though it was pretty obvious who he was because the real McGonagall is up yonder,
Yeah.
and he was walking around like, Transfiguration, dur, dur. It's obvious. So they found him, And he went running, transformed in his true form, and they kept an eye on him. They watched him, they ran, and eventually several aurors were on him, casting, and he was able to escape the castle, make it all the way past into the forest. And they're like, we got him now. He's either going to die in there or he has to come back out. We got him. He's currently in the forest.
Great.
And right now the aurors are reconvening along the line of the forest. And they're starting to make plans to go inside in teams of 3. Therefore, if Sean is found and he somehow overpowers one, the other 2 can see it. That's the plan, you hear.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Any action before I continue?
Are there any aurors staying behind?
There are 2 stationed outside the hospital wing.
Okay, perhaps more should be.
I'm just gonna ask if there's any like magical way out of the forest, to our knowledge.
It is quite unlikely that he can operate outside of the... I'm sorry, my head.
That's okay. You can rest. I'll ask the aurors.
It's very unlikely that he actually get away that way, considering that the trees inside of the Forbidden Forest are so tightly woven, and in order to apparate, you need to be able to spin through the molecular structure of air, and then yonder through. So
I didn't know there was actual like physics proponents to the spell.
how old are you? 15?
That was totally Jeff talking. I'm sorry, but honestly, that's something that Gregory would say. I think.
Yeah, you're not 6 year yet, kiddo. You wouldn't be apparating yet. Get
makes
good,
sense.
scrub.
Jesus.
You know, Castiel was in this.
What? Hey, ass butt.
Like David Hayter to me.
Supernatural references. Good.
It fits in this world.
Hang tight, please. Any other questions?
Can I come with?
Absolutely not! You can hear McGonagall from inside the hospital wing.
That makes sense.
Fuck. She like your mom?
Well, I mean, kind of. I am a Gryffindor, so she's.
So? She doesn't like own you, does she?
Oh, I'm a student here. I listen to my professors.
Wuss.
My respect for ours is.
The other aura goes, ignore him. He dropped out at 3rd year.
Hagrid?
How'd you become an aura?
I would like to politely suggest.
That's a really fair point. How'd you become an aura?
Yeah. Also, are either one of these? I'm so sorry, but I have to ask this. Are any one of these auras currently the ones that were in Hogsmeade who failed so fantastically during the fight with Brogan?
You have never seen them again.
Okay, cool.
I just want to politely suggest to McGonagall that more aurors stay behind.
I don't control them. I ask for their help, and I also ask for backup.
Cool.
I need to lie down.
Yes, yes. Shall I fetch the teachers?
Well, they're taking command and they're following orders from the ministry, and that much is clear. So they're coming up with their.
I didn't trust
their
the
own
government, but all right.
What? Why not? What?
They have the answer to every problem.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you trust the government?
They're
So
there for our
absurd.
protection.
My dad works for the government.
Oh, right. I guess that's a conversation for another time.
Jesus. Last time I make you tea crumples.
Now I'm not going to take you to the Department of Mysteries.
How about that?
All right.
I understand, but I'm a little bummed that I don't get to go out and help the R's because I was actually feeling a little frisky when we first encountered Sean running away from us, so I kind of wanted to, maybe cast a spell or two on him.
I mean,
yeah, definitely.
DM breaking fourth wall. You can't break the rules.
Right, I was going to suggest, like I did before, that we just do it anyway.
Well, this is an act because they're all within earshot of us right now.
They're all like,
we could do it anyway.
What do you?
Did she just say that you could do it anyway?
You have a pimple on your nose, just so you know.
I actually have one in real life right now.
Oh, do you? I didn't mean to actually point it out.
That's actually my
I'm
nose.
so sad.
Thank you.
No.
It's just I have an oddly shaped nose.
Oh my god.
No.
My parents both have ugly noses. I mean, what was supposed to happen?
The arsonist had oddly shaped feet. I can tell you.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's from Anchorman.
Oh, I thought it was from Dateline.
Could be.
All right. Well,
I say we chill out here until the plan goes underway, and then we can do a little bit more reconnaissance within the walls before going out and venturing into the Forbidden Forest.
sure. I feel pretty shitty that we let that happen. Even worse than when I took you guys to the manor accident.
Oh, it's okay. And I'm
Like,
thinking
even
we
worse
might
than
be
that.
able to use your animal knowledge in the forest quite a bit to find Sean. So.
You're damn right. The forest don't scare me none.
Goddamn right.
But it should.
Nah.
So the simple question that I will say or ask is, are you guys going to go out there at all tonight, or will you obey and stay in the hospital with the night?
Thinking leaving after nightfall.
It's already nightfall. It's the middle of the night now.
Oh, what?
Because remember, you guys were waiting outside the Gryffindor Tower.
Oh,
And,
that's right.
was
It's
going to
bedtime,
bed.
and then
Yes.
an hour and a half transpired. With
So it's like
McGonagall.
approaching
Yeah.
midnight now. It is dark.
Well, in that case, I would like to make sure McGonagall's okay and say bye, and then just follow along with the professor's plan. Say goodbye and thanks to the R's, and then make way as if I'm going to go to the common room to go to sleep.
Okay.
And I'll reconvene with Aaron if we split up at all in the hallways and venture outside. That's my plan.
Sounds good to me.
All of that tonight.
Yes.
Yep, sounds good to me.
I would definitely like to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
My original plan was to not let that happen, but honestly, that sounds fun, so let's do that.
I should check my
Like
question.
honestly,
Let's
if you
change-
have,
let's change plans.
if you have a, I was to say, if you have a more like concrete plan of what happens, like you can
actually,
totally.
This sounds more like character fun, so let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, because like I'm still riding off of the high of like chasing after Sean and then finding out that we basically caught him and that he's confined within the forest. I don't think my character, after everything that we know, would be able to just sit by.
Same here.
All right.
For the sake of Godric Gryffindor.
You pretend to return to your common rooms.
The cough laugh of death.
Pretend to get ready for bed and pretend to go to sleep. All the while, you did not actually change into your pajamas. You changed into comfortable clothes. Conveniently not in your school robes,
I made a pillow
so to
shot.
not draw suspicion. How
Also,
do you
warm clothes.
Yes. How do you dress? Do you dress with stealth in mind? Do you dress with warmth in mind? Do you dress like
Warmth.
warmth?
Warmth.
Warmth, but also, if I had anything that was made of hide, I could put on my arms. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Jenny,
And
you
boots.
absolutely have all of that.
Okay.
You have
Boots and thick socks.
you have a padded robe that acts more like a cloak that wraps around you. That is a robin's egg blue.
Ooh.
Okay.
And,
That's awfully bright. Like we're talking like a light blue, like a sky blue.
A very pale blue.
That might be a bit too bright. Do I have any like darker
Your stuff
options?
is more gray or tan. Stealth
but it
will
would
be more like Hogwarts,
Yeah.
like choir robes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going
It'll
for
be
warmth.
dark in there.
I'm going for warmth now.
Okay. You guys, give me dex checks.
6 plus 6 is 12.
13 plus 5 is 18.
Wow. Jenny, you are able to make it into the main hallway of Hogwarts, leading from the Great Hall all the way to the entrance very easily because you have the closest walk, or the shortest walk from that distance to your common room. So you make it there very easily, don't find any Aurors, you're able to sit on a bench, kind of out of the way, and keep an eye out for Gregory coming down the marble staircase. You rolled an 18.
Yes.
You are able to duck behind a vase just at the right time so that a couple does not see you as they're examining around the third floor. And you duck down into the marble staircase and make it all the way down. You two see each other. What do?
Sod. No, I just
Sod.
go wordless
Yeah.
wave thing. Because
And I'm
not-
gonna signal to that I'm gonna follow you because you're the sneak one.
Okay.
Also, I would like to add that I'm going to basically just assume that at least one of the R's knows where we are basically all the time, because the castle is being reinforced right now, and I don't for 1 second believe that any of the R's have no idea where we are. Like, there's got to be one R just like watching us, so I'm just
It's
keeping
that
that in the back of
one.
my mind. Yeah. Yeah, what's the one fuck up horror from Hogsmeade? He's all like, I recognize those two.
The one that didn't go to graduate past the third
Great.
year.
Yes.
With that roll, you receive a -1 to any stat of your choice because you feel watched.
Ah, wow. -1 to any stat of my choice.
Yes.
I'll take it from.
It has to be a stat that has a value.
Yeah, I'll take it from Dex. Ooh, no, that's a milestone.
Give me a willpower
Magic.
check,
I'm gonna go to-
Jenny.
I'm gonna drop magic. I want actually, I should erase that.
10 plus 6. 16.
Wonderful. You resist the temptation to feel fear at this moment because you're on a mission. The large Hogwarts gates are open to the grounds. You worry for a moment that they're going to be like a whole army of Aurors surrounding the entrance, and stupidly there's not, because they're all kind of making a wall facing the forest, watching for any indication of any danger,
Oh.
ready
shit.
to run for their own comrades.
How the fuck are we gonna get down there?
But that being said, you can stealth really close to them to make it straight towards the lake and loop around to the forest.
I'm super okay with taking any long way, but I am following you, so I'm going to default to your choice here.
Well,
I
true
don't
to
think I don't think this
character.
mission is like super time sensitive, because he's been in the Forbidden Forest for a little bit now, and
Right,
it's
I
dark.
don't either.
We're not really favoring speed so
But I
much.
can't resist being a part of it.
Yeah.
She kind of wants to check on that baby unicorn. But.
Oh shit, that's
The way you're going is gently towards the magical creature's hut, which eventually becomes Hagrid's hut.
Can I check on it?
You can
On the way?
make your way towards that general direction to try and conveniently catch a glimpse. Yes.
Okay. I just, I figure. I did kind of worry that was Sean, and if it was, I don't think he's gonna have time to fuck with that, given everything, but.
Choice of words, maybe. Fuck with the unicorn. Weird.
For the recording or for children sleeping at listening?
both.
You may never know.
6? What was that roll?
That's Dex.
Oh, okay. So I can add 6 to that. It's 12.
You too, Jeff.
Good old Dex show. 23 total.
Wow. Alright. You, because you hit over 20, you were able to catch Erin as she wanders a bit too close to one of the female Aurors, grab her hand, and edge her further away.
Yeah.
Constitution check.
Okay. I wordlessly thank you. Being quiet is not really... Even though she's got high desk, it's not her thing, so this is interesting. 16.
Damn. You resist the temptation to shout
+1.
in belligerence that he grabbed you.
Oh, good.
Wow.
And you're just like,
She would do
he
that.
meant well.
Yeah.
That's what's silly about my dex, is that that's not how I thought of her. Like,
You didn't think of her as
no,
stealthy?
I'm
Yeah.
saying loud.
I'm also going to take this opportunity when we get a little bit further past the female aura to whisper very softly, like, if we're spotted, don't try to run. Tell the truth.
Why would I do that?
Why would I tell the truth?
No, I mean, run away.
No.
Most of the things in here you're not going to want to run from.
No, I'm talking if we're caught by, like, auras.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Wouldn't be my first thought, but okay.
yeah, but, I mean, we're not going to run away from... I mean, that's like running away from the law, basically. Like, it's silly.
Oh,
We're students.
well, that I would do, but... Oh, right. Alright, okay.
You guys make it towards the lake. You can feel the watery breeze hit you. Oh wait, it's raining. That's why it's wet.
Scotland.
No.
You pull up your hoods, and you try to lay low as you sneak along the grass towards the lake, and then go along its bank so that you are the furthest away from the auras that you saw, but are still edging towards the wall that is the trees of the Forbidden Forest. You see the hut, and your heart starts to pitter-patter as you know the possibility of there being a baby unicorn is over there. Cunning check.
7 plus
Yeah.
1.
You don't see anything. Dex checks.
17 plus 6. Ah! 23. Combination.
3, the 3 and 5. Yeah, wow. Wait, with odd, the exact same thing.
You
13 plus 5 for 18.
You guys are so comfortable with how you've been moving, and you also don't see any auras nearby that you just outright book it now towards the hut. When you get there, you hug up against the wall and try to peer through, knowing that there is a wall of auras approximately on the other side of the hut now, all where Sean theoretically ran in. And you know that they're there because there are more than a dozen lit wands,
Oh,
all waiting for something to happen in the forest.
that's cool.
Now, that being said, you heard in the hospital wing their plan was to fan out.
Yeah.
And then as more
Groups of
auras
3.
came, they were going to go into as groups of 3.
Right.
Right now, that wall has not been made. Just like, anyway. You guys can go in where you are immediately right now, but you're a bit offshoot of where you believe Sean theoretically went in because all the auras are over there.
I kind of like that.
Can I try and peer inside?
You may, right now. It's dark as balls.
20. Oh no. Well,
With that 20, you can tell just how far you will need to walk in order to safely light your own Lumos, so that you can see
Wow.
better.
okay.
Advantages.
I will do that.
We gotta get there first.
Okay. I will go there.
Dex check, please. 2
Both
out
of us? Yeah. 2 of them for each? Right.
18 plus 6
15.
and a 1.
15 plus, or 15 and 10 total. So 15 and 10.
Constitution check, please.
14 plus 1.
Alright, you do not get your eye. You slip on a wet rock, stumbling through the wet, dark forest. You slip on the slick rock, on the slate, and you fall, cutting the side of your face on a boulder,
Uh-oh.
Ow.
dealing 5 damage to your head.
The boulder.
You are bleeding freely.
Gregory, I'm bleeding freely.
Neither of you have Lumos lit.
Yeah, I was gonna say also, So, you didn't tell me the information about the Lumos stuff, so I'm going to be very wary about whether I'm casting within sight right now. I'll be like, we need to get further away from the R's.
Okay.
You're just going to be bleeding for now.
Alright. Cool.
Do I think that it would be safe to cast a Pisky?
No.
We got to
I'm
go a
fine.
little deeper.
I've had worse scrapes than this.
I am going to offer, because I have so much clothing on for the warmth, I am going to offer like a small tear for her so she can dab.
Oh.
So she can dab, yo.
Damn.
From the distance that you guys try to, or rather, you walk a bit further in, and then it occurs to both of you, or one of you, I don't care, that you should probably check where the Lumos lights of the Aurors are at this point, and you look over. And you're not the most confident, but from here you don't think you can see any of them. Therefore, Jenny, you believe you have hit that point that it is safe to light Lumos.
Okay. I guess I explained that to him, and I light it.
I go, awesome. I'm following you, so I'm going to be following your Lumos. We don't want two
Thanks.
Lumos like stacked on top of each other. However, Pisky.
No, thanks. I cast Lumos with a 7.
You cast Lumos, and as soon as she lights her Lumos, you see the blood falling off her face.
Are you
She's
still
not
bleeding?
super concerned
It
with
is still bleeding, yes.
Like, seriously.
Well, I heal you for 6.
Yeah, getting in her eyes would be annoying, though.
Is that literally, seriously, a 2 NP at Pisky? I love being awesome. Sorry. Yeah, I could cast all the spells. I don't care. They're all cheap as hell now. I'm actually going to cast for Power Force. I need to roll for a Pisky first, though. Work. And work. And then for Power Force for the bleed. Nat 20. And a 3. What do you do about that?
So the natural crits will eliminate any fails.
Okay,
So
cool.
that works.
Yeah, crit success. No bleed for you.
You are back to normal.
Yay! Does that mean I've healed?
Yes. Fully.
No more bleed, and I healed you for 6.
Thank you.
Also, we're out of combat, so let me know whenever I regenerate MP. Like right now.
No.
No!
Do I restore 1 though?
Yes.
Yay!
Alright, guys. What do you do?
Dude.
Following her Lumos.
How close am I to the hut?
Oh, you're in the forest now. You're quite a ways
Okay.
away now.
Cool.
You're like 25 meters away.
I'm just...
Listener, he just made a face at me because
Reader, he's made a face.
he's made a face, looked at me after he said meters.
Um,
I'm actually thinking about switching it back to feet.
we don't use meters in this country. But this is perfect for the game. Anyway, can I see any other Lumoses in the distance?
Give me
Luma.
a more specific cunning check. I
Right.
gave you a luck roll before, but if you want to check,
Thick. in
do
here.
cunning.
14 plus 1.
You believe that you can see a couple, but they are a long ways away.
Yeah.
To your right.
What do you think about me taking my potion?
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Honestly. Okay, well we have to have a plan, because I think we can probably gather a lot of good things are going to happen, and we have to know how to respond to those things in the way that we see fit, being time travelers.
Right. And I could also wait until we're in trouble to use it. Just
That too.
pop it real quick.
I do like the idea of using it defensively more.
Okay, I think I
However, it is your that is your baby. Like you can do what you want with that. And while we're having this conversation, I'm getting a little wary about being in the middle of a dark forest. I'm just going to go Salvohexia.
I will continue walking then.
Just to say I do it. Salvohexia on Aaron.
That's a useful spell.
It is a useful spell. Still 6 MP because I cannot reduce the cost of that. Does Salvohexia have a very bright shine?
No, it's invisible.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna keep making my way forward. Then,
Alright.
slowly, do I see anything on the ground or in front of me, or is it just thick in here? Dense.
It is very dense.
Dense.
And thick.
It's like with 2 C's.
Do we know of any like what's the word, like sentient or creatures that can communicate? Like, do you know of any in the forest that you might be able to find?
Centaurs, but that's
Well, they're kind of
yeah.
spread out. Like they'll come to us if they want to see us. Like, can't really.
Yeah, that's
Find
but other than
centaurs.
that, no, nothing that we really want to be talking to. That's probably the least murderous thing in here. I mean, not they are, but like they're not friendly either.
Right. Yeah, they really had it out for Franz.
But I don't know how to summon them. They're kind of just
It was Franz that
doing their
was.
thing. Yeah, it didn't like Franz.
I didn't like Franz at all. I wonder if because back then Franz had already done time traveling and did something in the forest. It's an
They
interesting
also
thought.
can see the future better than we can, so perhaps he didn't
Maybe
like what.
they just didn't like the fact that he was jumping through time, which I imagine they probably would not like us at all.
No. Ooh, no. Yeah, we might. Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Low profiles. Got
Good
it.
call. Good call.
Probably no communication with creatures then.
No, and I might just be blanking, but I really don't think there's anything in here.
That was one thing I was really banking on.
Can I do a Magizoologist check
Mm-hmm.
to remember if there's anything else in here that would help us? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Versus kill us. Oh, 5.
Plus 6 is 11.
Yes.
You know of the soft, lovely, cutesy, docile creatures that you've seen before, like the bow truckles, and, you know...
And
Basically, my point is that there's very few kind
things in here.
yes.
creatures in
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Most of them are hidden, dark things, rumors of werewolves, rumors of acromantula,
Lethifolds.
possibly, but those are mostly in Peru.
Oh. That thing that's like a dark black hole that like slithers over you. No, that's that. Okay.
That's the left fold.
Never mind.
Meanwhile, Greg is like,
Hopefully
what?
there's a dragon. Oh, I should have told you
There-
what's in here before we
There
did
are
this.
no dragons in the forest.
Oh, well, that's what
Oh,
he
thank
wants you to
God.
think, the narrator. Don't listen to him.
You hear whispers in the trees. There are no dragons.
What are arachomantulas?
I think that's a myth.
Okay.
That's highly unusual.
What was that big shadow
But there
thing that you were
could
talking
be.
about that like engulfs you?
That's from Peru,
Okay.
so that's probably not in here.
But when near Peru,
I'm like in my head like, oh god.
I'm sorry, I should have told you about all this crap for
It's
coming
okay.
in here.
It's okay. I'm Gryffindor. I'm brave.
There might be unicorns.
Gregory, you feel something crawl against your foot.
No, no.
I
Good
go
thing I
like,
got the spider thing spell.
there's something on my foot, Aaron.
Oh, I shine the light on his foot. What is it?
It's a large spider.
Oh, I kick it off him.
About that big.
I kick it off him.
D20. Dex check kick.
13
Plus 6.
plus 6.
Man, you may as well play football. I mean, non-soccer. And you just fall with your leg, and it goes...
Amazing.
Was that a spider?
Yes. Yes, it was. sorry. How are you with spiders?
Things.
Okay.
Not my favorite.
Maybe
but it's okay.
you should light your lumos too at this point.
You think so?
Yes.
Are we far enough away?
Are we? DM?
It is. I've relayed the information already. It
Okay.
is up to you guys to decide whether or not you want to risk it.
Can I see anything around me that would help me make this decision as I fart?
Gregory, the spore starts to smell bad.
I farted, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
A lot of responsibility on me right now.
Nothing has really changed. It is dark, full of terrors, and you probably see 3 lights now over yonder. You wonder if they're starting to venture into the forest, but cannot quite tell.
Was 3 lights you said? Oh, this is definitely ours.
Hopefully. Or it's aliens.
Or maybe those 3 R's are seeing your Lumos and they're coming to you. Can we tell the direction that they're coming?
They do not seem any closer.
No. Maybe just. I don't want you to snuff out your Lumos though. Do we have a 3rd wand that we can Lumos and pretend to be
Do
an
we have a
Arbor?
3rd wand, Gregory?
My goodness, we're
I'm
figures.
sorry.
Pull out your pants, get excited, and light your
I'm
penis on
15,
fire.
16, whatever. I would make that joke. Okay.
You would.
If there's another wand in your guys' inventory, then sure. But I don't believe either of you have ever picked up another wand.
I have lemon drops.
It's true.
I gave it to Franz.
Yeah. No, he
Oh,
took it from
no.
you.
Oh.
No.
He pickpocketed it.
So,
Oof.
I have a weird idea.
Lay it on me.
I can cast Lumos and I can hold the magnifying glass in my travel set, and that might reflect the light to seem like there's a 3rd light.
That's beautiful. Let's do it. Wow. Science.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm doing it. Pull out a magnifying glass and my wand, and I Lumos. Lumos. Oh, 19. It's so bright.
Alright.
This is actually really funny because we're going from not being seen to yeah, we're ours, totally.
You're going to give me another check. This one's going to be cunning.
10.
Okay.
Wonderfully mediocre.
Alright. What do you guys do? You are much more lit. You can see in now a space of about 5...
Meters.
No, that's too bright. I'll say about 6 or 7 feet around you in a radius.
Super.
And as a result, you can see the rustling of leaves all around you in the wind. You can see the impact of the raindrops falling from the sky on the various leaves and grass. You can see the slight movement that's distorted, like a creature is wandering across your path, just out of sight. And it's very eerie. You've barely moved for the last several minutes, and yet you feel like the whole forest is moving around you.
Yeah. Should we try to move parallel to the other group of lights, you think? If I can still see them?
Parallel for now, maybe, and then maybe stray away after we get a little, a good ways deeper.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty good idea.
Okay. I move forward.
You guys start moving and start making it fairly well for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Wow, go us.
Able to keep an eye, sort of, on the parallel group that's near you. Until around the 25-minute mark, you notice that
That's
group
a long
is...
time.
You start to notice that, 1, you have not seen any human presence.
Mm-hmm.
2, the other group seems much closer now.
Are we able to distinguish any characteristics of that group?
Cunning checks from both of you.
17 plus 1. 18.
10 total.
Aaron, you are able to see that they are ministry wizards. They are all wearing the same exact coloration, maroon, slight brown robes.
Correct. Them ministry wizards.
Ministry wizards or aurors?
Ours.
Ministry hours. They work for the ministry. Sorry. Should we move further away?
Yeah,
Let's
definitely.
move further away.
Definitely want to.
But we don't want them out of our sight, I think, for safety purposes.
It's okay. I mean, this was kind of like a solo or duo mission.
I did not specify this beforehand, but should have. That we can probably easily get ourselves in a lot of trouble in here without even trying. So.
Is John with you?
Is John with me?
Nope.
I didn't think about that. That's probably good, though.
Dude, I think John would have been badass right
Yeah, he
now.
would have helped us, but I wouldn't want him to get hurt.
But let's stray away from the other group.
Yeah. But I don't want to let them out of my sight.
Describe
As
for
far as-
me how you guys are moving about this. As a result, you guys are therefore re-parallel with them because they were actually ebbing towards you.
Okay.
If you're ebbing in the same direction, you are now in
Okay.
parallel straight shot with each other again.
That's fine.
Give me a willpower check.
You couldn't see that, audience, but I don't know how to explain it, so whatever.
13 plus 6.
Oh
19.
God! Oh, okay. The yellow's right there. It's a 12. Plus 1.
For willpower?
4 plus 6. I thought you said cunning. I'm sorry. It just plus 6 for willpower.
It occurs to both of you.
So
Same.
18 and 19.
It
Yeah.
occurs to both of you at the same time, considering that you even do a little bit of a whoopsie daisy and like have to go over a tree that fell and like it's a whole thing. You eventually realize that you're not quite going on the same track as you were, and yet they're still coming in your direction. Meaning, both of you realize they're looking for you.
We should probably just let this happen then,
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
because we don't want to get in the way. This mission's important.
You
Yeah,
are
definitely.
conveniently right now both like kneeling behind this large tree that fell on its side. So there is like a tree barricading you from them at the moment, giving you time to deliberate.
Well, that's nice.
Aren't I nice?
Actually, quite nice. So if we wanted to, we could extinguish our Lumos and hide. But that'd be silly because they would obviously check a fallen tree. So I think giving ourselves up right now and just being honest and being all like, we can't like not
Help.
pursue Sean.
Right.
We need to we can convince them to stay in their group.
Yep. Let's do it.
Okay, my dad works for the ministry, man. Fuck Sean.
And I just like, I like beasts and hairy stuff.
Sure.
I'm helpful.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna wave my wand over the fallen tree and like a waving gesture with my Lumos to them.
Oh, mine too. Because I don't want them to think we're Sean. Not that he would do that, but like.
It's just like a very obviously like friendly, not necessarily surrender, but like, hey,
We see you,
right
you
here.
see us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't a trap.
You stand up, both of you, and start waving your wands. It's not necessarily needed because you can now see their faces at this distance. And they look less defensive as soon as they see you pop up and obviously are not just like, Avada Kedavra, or anything like that.
Yeah.
You're not attacking them. And so they...
Do we recognize them?
No. None of them are familiar to you. They are just three others that are two blondes, one brunette. The girl is blonde. The men are brunette and blonde. And they're all Caucasian, which kind of implies there's something wrong with the ministry. You know what I'm saying? Also...
This was the 80s. Not that it's okay, but times were different.
Alright. You guys... you guys indicate to them, hey, we see you, you see us, nothing's wrong here, haha, funny joke.
We're just helping.
And the lead aura, who's also the shortest, says to you, Students, what are you doing?
Helping
With what?
our minds and hearts.
I really don't have the type of sense of humor that you might be needing right now. We're on a manhunt. We thought you might be it. So, what's going on?
We're also on a manhunt.
We'll help you. Let
We
us
have-
come with you.
We have actually battled said adversary in question,
Yes.
and
Lethal adversary.
we know how he fights, and we're still running off of the high that we had in the castle of chasing him down and essentially trapping him in Gryffindor Tower before
That was us.
McGonagall
That was us.
trapped. That
We
was
did that.
us.
As you guys are rambling, the female will kind of lean over and say, I think these are the boys, and the boy and the girl that actually found out the secret, and they're rumored to be time travelers.
Well, I'm Gregory.
Aaron,
And his
My dad works for the
his
ministry.
father works for the ministry.
my dad's
Yeah.
a farmer.
And her dad's a farmer.
And my other dad's a
Did
farmer.
I
Yeah, my dad's a
overhear?
farmer.
Did I overhear the time traveler rumor thing?
Yeah, she's reiterating everything you guys are saying as if it's fact. Like
Yeah.
she knew already. And her dad's a farmer. And her other dad's a farmer.
I'm really good at birthing moon calves.
And she's really good at birthing moon calves.
If we need that.
Also, the rumor's true.
Yes. No.
Oh,
So, how old are both of you?
16.
Sir?
I pointed.
Oh,
at
We're both
16?
16, sorry.
Yeah.
Which means you are underage.
Not in Germany.
Which means if something goes on, if one of you gets hurt, like, I don't know, one of your heads gets bashed in, like I can see with her,
Oh,
it's not your fault. It's Hogwarts' fault for letting you out. Do you want that to be the case? Do you want Dumbledore to get into trouble with the Ministry because you got injured trying to hunt for your adversary?
no, but we're already out here, and that's going to waste more time to
It's-
take us back to the castle.
kind of
We're with
what's
you.
the word I'm looking for? Like a
Fine.
double-edged sword. While I don't want Hogwarts to be blamed for our injuries or potential injuries, I don't want us to be the blame for future dozens of Slytherins to be a victim of essentially genocide. Which is, by the way, why we're out here
Oh,
hunting.
and Dumbledore knows what we're doing, and he's cool with it.
Well, not in this time. This is so complicated.
Alright.
It's true. I
You're
didn't say which
speaking
Dumbledore.
out your butts. And it smells like
Our
farts.
bungholes.
So, I need both of you to chill out, which is an 80s term. I need both of you to head back up to school. We will escort you.
Okay.
I just couldn't sit idle knowing that the person who is responsible for so many Slytherin deaths
I mean, could
be out here in
you?
the forest.
Of course not.
Okay.
That's why I became an aura. That's
Yeah.
why I'm out here.
Maybe we should
You
come
are
over.
a student who is underage. And while I admire your chivalry, it is misplaced with who you are.
Gregory has second thoughts on becoming a chef.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let
I
you
walk out-
marinate a
yeah,
bit
I-
on your
I-
options here.
I walk out from the tree and stand beside the lead or awaiting to be taken back.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him.
He summons handcuffs on you. No, I'm kidding, he doesn't.
And I put
You-
my magnifying glass back.
Pardon.
Alright. You're allowing this to happen?
Yes. Yes.
Alright.
I don't want to get a debate with
Yeah, I
ours
don't
while
want to
they're
fuck more stuff up.
waiting for. Yeah.
You guys hear, with Snake Eyes as your role, you guys hear a lot of hooves quickly approaching where you are.
Who?
Hooves.
Hooves.
Hooves. Uh-oh. That's probably centaurs.
I just utter like, oh, centaurs, Jesus.
The Aurors all hear as well, and they quickly turn and create this triad of protective spells. They're well trained, they're beautiful, and these actually seem competent compared to the ones you saw in Hogsmeade.
Alright.
But it is more than just the one centaur from before. There are easily a dozen.
Oh god.
Variety of colours. All male. They're not very big on inclusion. And they all try to get in on that, bro, by galloping all around thee. And the Aurors try to shout commands of, let us go, these are students, they belong at school, we are no threat to you, etc. Italian statements.
Oh god. Can I ask him loudly not to talk to them like that? Okay, I do that. I say that's just gonna make them madder if you talk to them like that. They're beings just like us. Be respectful,
We're in their home.
please.
Cunning check, both of you.
2.
16 plus 1.
The lead Auror actually hears you. Doesn't hear you at all, Gregory. Actually hears you.
Sorry, Gregory.
It's okay.
And stops talking. However, it is too late. Because the female Auror gets clipped
Oh no.
by something that you don't see. A shoulder, a weapon, an accidental bump. You don't know.
Can I try to pull her towards me? Am I
Yes.
close enough to her? I do that.
However, it is the brunette male who reacts in response to her being buffeted because he did not see what happened. Therefore, assuming the centaurs meant harm. Therefore, they start to fight the centaurs off.
Nah, what the heck? What do they teach them in horror school?
What do you do?
Self-hexia is still on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going
What does
to
that do?
Protects you.
protect you from
It's a useful spell.
physical missiles, as well as jinxes and hexes.
Okay.
And I'm going to just immediately like flash like an episky at the female.
Can I try to yell at them that it might have been an accident? Stop fighting!
I failed, but no fizzle.
You failed in such a way that no light even escaped your wand.
Cool.
A battle starts to roughly erupt. Nothing seems to hit you, though. It's adult on adult. Giggity. And the centaurs are roaring, outraged, braying, neighing, hee-hawing.
Hee-haw.
Did I regenerate any MP since?
You're full now.
Well, almost full. I have self-hexia still, but thank you.
Give me cunning checks, both of you.
This is not good.
16.
15 plus 1.
Both of you notice there's an escape right there.
Escape.
Away from the battle,
Ah.
towards the tree that's fallen, and you could potentially get out of here now.
What is the woman doing? Is she able to fight? Is she fine?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna.
You
Okay,
also
we
know.
should-
You also notice on the other side that you can swear there are additional lights coming towards you.
I'm gonna look at you like
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do the thing.
we're gonna slip away
Yeah, we're gonna slip away.
and extinguish Lumos.
Yep. Me too.
Nox.
Nox.
And go behind the tree.
Jenny. Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, here we go.
All right, then. Thank you.
That's cool.
That's I almost said that's Briss. No, that's Cameron's mouse.
Looks like Darth Vader. With a pretty light.
Dex
Also,
checks.
if we're questioning about this later, we'll just say we didn't want any harm to come to us.
Yeah.
We're just students.
We're just students. We didn't want Dumbledore to get in
I
trouble.
didn't even tell you what centaurs do with women sometimes. Classically.
Oh, jeez. 9.
Okay. 17
Wow,
plus
look at you.
6. Plus Dex check.
Jenny, yes, 17 plus 6. Because you rolled over 20, you catch him before he falls and breaks his nose.
Ah! Be
Great
strong.
friend.
Be strong.
You are strong.
And
Jane.
your chonkiness and your stokedness just carries you down into the forest even further. You keep going in the dark now, and behind you you can hear the
Yeah.
of the battle.
Along with
Behind.
Mhm.
Can't stop laughing about the same thing.
behind.
Oh my
You can
life.
swear the spells are being cast to the sound of
Wow.
Wait, this is the wrong one.
Don't sue us. Oh wait, it's not owned yet.
Alright guys.
We're in Warner Brothers universe. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's true. There's like Looney Tunes
Yo,
over there.
dog,
What
the dub B, dude.
Batman, what are you doing here?
You know you are roughly a mile, a little bit less than a mile into the forest now.
Sorry.
Shit.
I just imagine Batman coming out from behind you like, hey, what are you kids doing here?
He would fit in perfectly. He's just on vacation.
Dad was looking for Sean.
He's full of tricks.
Heard you guys were looking for Sean.
Martha! I mean John!
Oh god. Stash. Where to go? CGI.
Well, I'm going to look at you in the dark and be like,
Can we see anything else?
You can see the
around us?
whizzing lights of several wands, more than 3, by the way, fighting off the centaurs, and there's a lot of shouting.
That's. God, what should we do? It's like, if Sean's hearing that shit, he's gonna, like, go the other way, you know?
I was just thinking, like, we should get away
Okay.
quick. Or not quickly, because we might fall, because we can't cast Lumos yet.
Alright, let's keep moving away from that then.
Alright.
I wish my magnifying glass was like a lens
Oh,
of truth.
but we don't
so I
have
could, like-
Lumos.
Be sure to drink a green potion so you have enough magic.
Thank you. A true friend.
We don't. Should we light Lumos?
Not right now.
I'm gonna trip again.
Well, we'll just go slowly for now.
Stumbling in the dark.
Slowly.
See, this is when having John would have been really helpful, I think.
My eyes, they cannot see
Excuse me. Well, I didn't think of it. Maybe I didn't want harm to come to him.
Alright.
If only I had a John
Ooh.
whistle I could use. Oh, I rolled 9.
If only.
I rolled 9 for Dex. Plus 6.
You guys find your way, trying to get away desperately from this fight that's happening behind you. You stumble onto a flatter, more even ground in the forest. Not quite a path, but it seems to have been beaten in quite a bit more. And you notice in the dark, you notice that there is a slight light coming from the trunks of the nearby trees. It's yellow.
Are
It's
we
like-
far enough away to Lumos this?
Great.
Yes, however, I will say,
Do
even
not.
if you...
Okay. Yeah.
If what?
I jumped ahead, so do you want to Lumos or no?
No.
I will, like, act like, and then just change my mind and be like,
Huh? Oh.
I don't think we. Yeah, no. I have a bad feeling about this.
As you observe it, it
Yellow.
appears to be like sap fell from a maple tree, but the sap is illuminated from within.
okay.
Do I know what it is?
Give me a magizoology check. You give me a potions check.
17
Plus 6.
plus 6. 23.
Potions gives me plus 6, 11.
You do not tell what this is, but you know, oh, that's a bowtruckle nest.
It's a bowtruckle nest.
You love it. Oh, that's at the bar.
I'll show you.
Huh? Is that good?
It's a little stick man. It looks like baby Groot, but he can walk.
What's Groot?
God.
You're so uncultured. Back at the farm, we...
It's
Baby
a tree
stick man.
guardian creature, found
Oh.
mainly in the west of England, southern Germany, and certain Scandi forests. Oh, like Sweden.
Yeah.
It's difficult to spot, made of bark and twigs, peaceable, shy.
They sound pleasant.
If the tree in which it lives is threatened, it has been known to leap down upon the woodcutter, tree surgeon, and gouge out their eyeballs.
Oh. Well, good thing I wasn't planning on cutting any trees down. Could they talk?
No. We can't. We could harvest wand wood from the tree if we give them wood lice to eat, but I don't have any.
Right.
And none of that is helpful at the moment, but this is really fucking cool.
Bowtruckles are attracted to wand trees. Therefore, they are attracted to the wood that can become wands.
Wormwood and cherry.
Everything.
all that, yeah.
Like, yeah. Magically infused trees that are not every tree, but anyway. They were
find a nest
attracted
of
to them, and they find a nest
Yeah.
in those that they find particularly yummy. And they make nests.
But these sap.
The
that's
sap
on
comes
there?
from, this is gross, but the sap comes from when they've made a nest and it's mating season. So it's a sign that actually it's fertility. However, give me another potions
I was
check
just about to
now
say-
that she's named it as a bowtruckle tree.
Is it valuable to try and bottle?
Probably.
22.
Remarkably.
Would a boat truckle attack me if I were to scoop up some of their love-making juice?
Magic zoology check.
If you don't leave an offering, they could get angry. 9.
Plus 6 is 15.
And
15.
your eyeballs with their sharp little fingers.
With how dark it is, it's now like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
You guys don't hear any rustling in the tree, which you feel confident in this now. You don't believe they're nocturnal.
Okay. I think you could if you do it very carefully and quietly. Be careful.
You don't get very close. Because another creature approaches it first.
Oh, great.
That being a small horse shape. And the golden color that emanates from the body
It's a heavy uniform!
is so captivating that you have to like force yourself to breathe.
Yeah, that's
However,
in
it takes a
character.
special interest in the roots of this tree. It doesn't lick the sap. Did you just hump the chair?
No.
Can I please? I would love to cast Herbivicus on the roots that it wants to eat.
Just gonna say, like, you're gonna hurt it.
I want to vastly increase the roots' growth,
Aaron committed murder on her best friend.
so that way Unicorn has plenty to eat and it would become more accessible.
You may, but before you do that, I rolled really well, so let me get through this little miniature
Okay, yeah,
scene,
go for
and
it.
then you can act.
Sure.
It's almost over. It
Little
approaches,
babies.
and it snuffs at something that's in the dirt at the base of the tree. And as it snuffs, you can tell barely that it's almost like a little spark, like a flint spark, has like around its nose. And then it stands up and watches as there's a little mushroom that pops up that is pure gold.
What?
And it just sits there, and it's not interested in eating it. It just admires. And then starts to snuff around for other things to eat. Now you may act.
Cute. Is it the one from the lesson or a different one, or do I know?
You have no idea.
Okay. Do what you're gonna do.
Um,
That's such a good idea. I'm so.
I do want to cast, because it took an interest in the roots, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do want to cast Herbivicus on the roots,
It's hungry.
just to give it a little extra growth.
Herbivicus
Oh,
sounds.
crit.
You were able to cast it quite stealthily as well, to not scare it away. You make the grass beneath and the flowers beneath grow very quickly. And it is not even alarmed. It's like, yes, I deserve this, I'm a unicorn. And it starts to nom on the beautiful grass that you have fed it.
That golden mushroom is probably amazing. I want it. I know nothing about it, but I want it. However, I don't want to get close to the baby unicorn. Well, that's your call. I'm just going to admire it for what it is right now.
Or anything, but I want to see it come to me. Okay.
You hear far off hooves, gentle and quiet. Not near you, but off yonder, like on the other side of the tree, slowly approaching the clearing as well.
Okay, I steady Gregory then. And do like a finger to my lips. I think it's his mommy. Hopefully.
For listeners, she said, I think it's mommy.
Would the
Hopefully. Sorry.
would either unicorn be able to talk?
No. I don't think so.
Really, really into the idea of like talking with these creatures
But
to
I
see where
really
Sean
would
is.
love to try to approach them.
You do let slip that their blood is very powerful. Anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay,
I
well,
should tell you that. Yeah,
Right.
people kill them.
well,
for it.
I've heard
But
of
that's
that.
really nasty.
The core
thing
of
to
your
do.
wand, I think, is a unicorn hair wand.
That's like a curse.
It is Kneasel hair cord.
Oh, never mind.
If you do that, it's a curse forever. And you suck. Mine's Dragon Master.
Oh, it was Franz's wand. That was unicorn hair.
Makes
So
sense.
you
He's
know-
a jade wizard. No.
So you know that unicorn hair, that specifically the tail hair, is used in wands.
Okay,
Right. And that they drop sometimes, so
They do.
be on the lookout
sure.
for that on the ground
Sure.
for you.
They're running useful in tying bundles.
Although I would like one, perhaps. Okay.
Well, you said he wants to approach. Go for
I
it.
do, but like, should I wait for its mummy first?
But that's your
I'm
animal's
gonna
your
wait
business.
and see if the other one approaches the baby.
You wait and see, and a tall silver mare with a long 14-inch meters horn. 14 meters.
It's just catastrophically huge, and it's like I don't know how I can hold up my head.
That's longer than a first down. It approaches, barely able to move its
First
head
down.
between the trees, and it slightly nuzzes the rump of the golden foal, and it startles, sees its companion, nickers, and they both make their way off scene to stage right.
This is the best day of my life, Gregory.
It's beautiful.
The mushroom itself is glinting brightly in the light of the sap.
Let's go see what they left behind. I mean, the mushroom,
Right.
but maybe hairs too.
I am definitely going to walk with purpose up to the
Yeah.
mushroom and examine it before I try to
Melumos is
extract it.
Give me an herbology check.
out. I'm looking for them hairs, yo.
Give me an herbology check.
Oh,
Oh, it's a spell 6.
oh, that's a 2, Gregory. Not good.
16, or sorry, 17 plus 6 is 23.
Gregory, you've only heard about this in, like, the passing of a conversation in the middle of herbology, and then also from Professor Thornby yonder, because there are some plants, some flowers, some roots, some whatever, some drugs, that only come around under very rare circumstances, like when Tommy rolls 2 double sixes, in which bow truckle sap, also known as ichor, seeps down into the grass and is blessed by a unicorn's magic, and is created
That's so
into
cute.
a bow truckle root.
It's beautiful.
It's a mushroom shape, but it's a bow truckle root.
Yes, that's what it's called. It is exceptionally rare, and it's incredible potential because it's unexplored and not as studied because of how rare it is. However, you also know it is has been used most often in emergency situations in hospitals.
Who said
Do
that?
I know if it is safe to extract?
You do not.
Do I know if I may become cursed or looked upon poorly if I were to extract
That's a good one.
You do not. However, that is definitely not part of what you've heard ever. Like, oh, if you ever see one, leave it alone. No, that's not. No.
She's not as interested in that, really. That's all you.
I am not going to damage
It's all about the hair.
I'm not going
Where
to
she can
damage the
find
bow
it.
truckle roots above the ground. I'm going to dig deep underneath to try and extract it, as
So-
to not damage the outcropping
Yeah, that's a
of it.
good idea. Like,
So have you guys ever seen the meme of like a diglet, what it looks like underneath the ground of like a ripped guy?
Yeah,
That's kind of what it's like. Where
Oh.
you dug underneath and it's a giant like
the system of
Ugh.
bow truckle roots.
memes I've been
yeah.
trying to forget.
a Mr. Universe plant. Yeah. No, if you can scoop it underneath, you
Okay.
get a lot of its own roots underneath,
I get a lot of extra stuff with
extra
it.
shit
Yeah.
and dirt.
Well, I'm going to put bow truckle roots under my reagents. Yay. Bow truckle, spell it for me, please.
BOTRUCKLE.
Okay, cool. Bow truckle roots X1.
Darn, I'm not seeing that.
Love it.
That's really creepy. Oh,
Do I need to
God, why
mention
did I
that it's
even look at
gold?
this?
It is gold.
Do I need to mention it? Like, are all bow truckle roots gold?
Yes.
Okay.
Not terrifying at all. Okay.
Gross.
I'm going to place it very gently in my reagents pack.
Excellent find.
Good.
Do I find any unicorn hairs on the ground anywhere?
Give me a cunning check.
She looking. Oh.
Yeah, as he was extracting the roots,
Ten.
you're staring after the butts of the two unicorns going,
10 plus 1. So 11.
you do not find any unicorn hair.
Come back.
I'm going to survey the ground as well as the path that the unicorns
I will.
trotted away with.
Seeing them is the best gift anyway.
Give me a d20 cunning check. Both of you, this is important.
Okay. I mean, I want to go and say hello.
D20 cunning check important.
But you don't
Give me advantage, actually.
sneak up behind a unicorn. Of course. 18.
Advantage. Wow, I rolled 17 twice.
And 8.
Wonderful. You guys notice as you start to consider, hey, the unicorns are over there. Hey, we're looking at unicorns. Hey, look, there's a tree, and you're starting to like kind of wander within space. Eventually, one of you, doesn't matter, both of you at the same time step into a slight give into the ground
Oh, shit.
and notice there is a foot mark in a scuff in that same ridge in the ground from a person's shoe.
Details on the footprint? Is it like, would it belong to an exceptionally tall person?
That would be based on the depth of which the footprint was in the
That's a
ground.
myth.
This is more of a scuff that you can tell is
Oh.
the imprint of the dome
Got
of the
it.
front of the
Just
foot.
Are
like
there
a-
more of them?
Give me a cunning check with a bonus of 3.
17 plus 1.
You can tell, not like they were disguised before, but you now know, like, oh, there's something here. Is there more? I guess that could be a shoe, and I guess? Huh. So yeah, you start to see slight evidence of a continuance. Not in court, but
Would we be
been
able
watching
to
a lot of court stuff
ascertain?
lately.
Would we be able to ascertain as to why the footprints were here? Was there anything of note that Sean might be interested in here?
Unicorns.
The sap.
And their blood.
He also could have been drawn to the light of the tree.
Speaking
Also,
Wait a
of,
minute. How close-
shout out to Legal Eagle. Great channel. Really attractive, too.
I would like to collect some of the sap before we go.
You do have empty vials.
You should do that right now before we
Okay.
get into some
I
trouble.
pull
I
out
am going to.
My small apothecary knife And I just scrape a little bit into Violet
How close am I to this
quickly
shoe
and quietly as possible.
print?
You do so.
How close am I to this print?
What?
How close am I to this imprint?
You are right above it. You're looking down at it going, Can Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna touch it.
It is new, and I can tell you that you would know this because you grew up on a farm. You also know it is not of a creature.
It's of a person. Well,
And just to cover bases, you look back at where the Aurors would be, and the closest light that you can see is like so far off that you can not even tell how close they are to you, but you imagine a long ways. So no, it was likely not an Auror.
How far off are the unicorns?
They're out of sight now.
Crap.
Does the footprints look fresh? Like where?
Yes, they look very fresh. I say quietly.
She blurts out loudly, "Yes!"
Where do they stop?
They go out of sight and further into the trees,
I wish I was there.
where the trees seem darker and taller.
You wanna follow them?
Yes, absolutely.
Alright. Let's follow them. I extinguished my Lumos, didn't I? I don't remember.
You guys are in the dark now, yeah. Both of your Lumoses were out.
If we're going to follow someone, do you want to follow it stealthily, or do you want to have light so we can follow the footprints?
I think we should have light. Because also we can trip over stuff. It's very dark in here.
Okay. Lumos. I do that after I step away from the tree, by the way. Don't want to accidentally wake up the bow truckles.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
Oh, thank you.
It doesn't work. They come down and gouge out your eyes.
I am sad that I didn't get to see them, but that's okay. I got to see a unicorn, so holy shit, gray. Alright. Can I see the path of footprints?
You know the approximation also of the general direction, but they do kind of fade because the dirt changes as far as dryness. Also, the more padded out pattern of the dirt continues in that direction. It's not quite a path, but it's just more flat and beaten into the ground. Like, I don't know, centaur hooves have come here thousands of times.
Yeah. So, yeah, I relay that to Gregory. Perhaps we're heading towards where the centaurs are from, which is not the greatest.
Alright, well, where they're fighting and manhunting ours right now, perhaps it's a good time to actually go this way.
Okay. You're right.
We can claim that we couldn't stand watching the violence between the humans and centaurs.
And I don't think that they would hurt us being underage.
That too.
Even though we're time traveling fucks.
Yeah, but we're time traveling fucks for the good cause. To get the other time traveling fuck.
That's true. They won't see it that way, but that's true.
Right.
That's true. Okay, I keep going.
Alright. Dex checks to both of you at disadvantage.
2 plus 6.
6 and 5 is 11 for me.
Jenny, roll one more time.
4
Alright, we'll take
plus
that.
6.
We'll take that too. With that, neither of you fall, but you just move very slowly.
Ugh.
You both lit Lumos, right?
Yes,
Yes.
I did.
Okay. You eventually light Lumos after you're beyond the tree. And as you guys continue further into the darkness, you seem to come across images at the edge of your sight of figures just behind the trees. And when you turn to look, you could swear that you're about to see like someone's arm as they're peering out behind, but then when you actually look, there's no one.
I think we're being watched.
Yeah, I don't like that one bit.
Well, at the same time, I've felt like we've been watched this whole time.
Mhm.
Yes. Indeed you
Actually,
did.
give me constitution checks, both of you. Neither of you have suffered cold because you guys chose the warm weather or weather clothing.
I got 17.
Good. 14 plus
Wonderful.
1.
You guys resist any more detriments. You can actually, after being in here for quite a while, you can now resist your watch debuff.
Oh, awesome.
So you can now get that back.
But we are being watched.
Do I regain my MP to full?
Yes.
I still have Salvahaxia up.
Both of you give me cutting checks.
15.
9 plus 1. 10.
15.
You see something crossing the path about 10 meters forward, just lumbering across. Not walking towards you, but across. And you can hear loud.
And it's lumbering.
Breathing.
You said 10 meters?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm gonna not point my wand over there.
Yeah, definitely gonna let that lumber pass.
I do
Oh,
not
it
know.
could be like a troll or some shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I
God.
think that's probably what lumbers and makes noises.
Yeah, I don't want to fight a troll right now. No thanks.
No. I'm gonna be as quiet as possible and put my cover my wand with my hand and just let that happen.
Oh, good idea.
Let that hide it under a bushel and let that just cross. Do what it's gonna do. I hope it doesn't come over here. That's that.
All right.
That's sad.
Sneak checks.
Oh god.
Is this dexterity?
Mhm.
Like, we're not moving, but
Mhm.
dexterity
It's
still?
dex.
Okay.
19
11.
plus 6.
11 total.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
It's my pale blue, isn't it? I knew my pale blue outfit would
There's
bite
the
me.
T-Rex. If we're just stand still, it won't
Jeffrey.
see us.
Yes.
You are not seen.
Wow.
It just lumbers across. Loud, obnoxious, laborious breathing. And it makes its way out of your sight. For all that you've been through up to this point, running away from the fight, choosing to go in here,
God.
the experience with the unicorns and the bow truckle and the roots, 500 XP to both of you.
Oh.
Thank you. What was that, by the way?
By the way, we are level 8. I'm so sorry. I misspoke earlier.
It was-
Jeffrey!
I'm
It was
so
a teenage troll going through a rebellious phase.
Hilarious. Droppy!
It snuck out at night.
What's the next,
22,000.
22,000? Okay, I
Good
did
job.
not complete doing this, but now I'm complete.
That's okay.
Did it continue to go past? Are we safe?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, safe, but it went past.
Are we safe from that in particular?
We don't know that.
You don't see it.
It could be pretending to not notice us and planning a sneak attack behind
They
us.
don't do that. They don't do that.
Oh, they don't?
No.
I don't know this.
I do. Hopefully, I think I would know.
Alright, guys. Do you push on?
Yes, but quietly. And I guess I will reluctantly put my wand back out in front of me.
When I see her do that, I do the same. I'm just kind of following suit here.
Because I know we need to be sneaky, but we need to be able to see what we're doing.
Totally agree.
This is a dangerous ass forest. I mean, I don't know who decided to put this here in front of a school full of kids. I really don't.
Hey, man. This stuff is well contained. We're the idiots going in.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Dex checks. Disadvantage.
Ooh. Rude. That's good.
19! I'm rolling
And again.
plus 6. 3 plus 6.
We both got the exact same thing. 9. 9 and 9.
You guys are very alert as you're walking past the point where you saw the thing wander across the path. You do not see it. Nothing starts chasing you. And you just try to hurry fast as you waddle on. And eventually, finally, there is a calming sound. By the way, you can hear the rain, but it has not hit you for a while. Because the canopy is so thick
no.
You don't feel the raindrops anymore.
Oh wow, that's
So
the.
thick that if I were to send one of those spells up there, it wouldn't work.
Curriculum.
Who can say?
Who can say?
You can probably expect a Patronus to lead order though. That'd probably be your best bet.
Time.
Hey, I just said a good thing.
What? Is my mom calling?
Moms love Enya.
My mom loves Enya. Anyway,
I
But I also
Am I a
do
mom?
love Enya too. That's where I got it
you're
from.
halfway there.
Whoa!
You're
halfway.
living on a prayer.
Moms love
Two Bon Jovi references in the same
As
episode.
well.
You guys come across a rewarding sound of something wet and calming, like bath water. And
It's like a creek.
it's before you, and you see the reflection in your wand light. It is a small bed of water.
Okay.
Cool.
It is what some might call a pond.
The fountain of youth.
And there is actually a small sign poking out, and it's leaning awkwardly, as if it has not been maintained for quite a long time.
Oh no.
And it is written in a language that neither of you understand.
Damn it.
There are boulders around, and the trees actually give a ring to this pond. So it's a big clearing around.
Is this in the books?
No, it is not.
Okay, I'm just curious. Can I tell if the sign is like
Does it
addressing the title of this place? Like, is it like
You
this
get-
is blah 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 pond?
It's either, you get the impression it's either a warning or the name of this place.
Okay.
Are there any symbols on it? Like a happy face or a sad face or, like an upside down fist or something?
Like a sad face emoji.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Anything like that that would indicate what the sign says?
He just
No.
said it's either a name or a
No.
warning.
Okay, I was asking if there's symbols on it, but I don't know. Everyone would know about pioneers. Probably not, but probably shouldn't drink the water. Just gonna say.
Okay, that's fair.
Could be some sort of warning. So just be careful. I don't think we should touch it.
Can I tell if the writing is in Centaurian?
Give me a history check.
Pioneerian.
A nat 1. The most appropriate nat 1 I think I've ever rolled.
The sign laughs at you.
Read this, bitch. I'm just gonna.
God.
I'm intrigued.
Can I put my Lumos close to the water without touching it? See if there's anything in there.
That would be entering the place, right? Because you said it's lined
You
with
have to,
boulders.
yeah, you're at the sign. So are you approaching the water?
Yes. Very slowly.
Well, then that means I am also entering.
You approach, and you hit the pebblish shore of the water. It is dark. And yet, as you approach it, the water penetrates through, and you can easily see the smooth rocks underneath the water's surface. What do you do?
Is there anything else I can see if I stick my wand and wave it around, sort of?
Not quite, but as you're wandering that way, your wand tip gets very, very close to the water's surface.
Okay, but I don't want to touch it.
You don't?
No, I do not.
What, honey?
Don't get the tip wet.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Do I see anything else when I do that?
You do not see anything remarkable underneath the water, but you'll have to give me a dex check to see if you avoid touching.
Oh
That's it.
God, damn it! Okay, this is what I get. 7 plus 6. 13.
I will remain lookout while this is happening.
You struggle to maintain this posture, but you hold and do not touch the water quite. What do you do, Jeff?
Maintain watch.
Give me a dex check, natural. Sorry, not dex check. D20 natural check.
Okay. 14.
Jeffrey, you hear a rustling to the right of the pool in the shrubbery just outside the ring.
Outside the ring.
Yes.
How far away is the water's edge from the ring?
About 4 meters.
And is the ring of boulders scalable, or would we have to exit the way we came and then go around?
It's a scattering of boulders, so it's not like a ring of
Okay, so
boulders.
you
It's
just go
not like a
through.
wall. It's just like
Got
here, there, there.
I'm going to whisper, be like, hey, something's in the bushes about maybe 15, 20 feet that way.
I lean back from doing that shit and try to stick my wand over closer to that instead and back away from the water a little bit.
My friends.
Sorry. Nervous noise.
3 of the boulders behind you lift gently out of the earth
Silently?
and float. They're not silent, but quiet
Yeah.
as they glide towards you and herd you towards the spot that you heard a sound. Not pull you, but just sort of like
what the hell is this?
slightly wall you in.
Right. So we're being ushered by these boulders to go towards the noise.
I imagine this.
I don't
Three
want to go
weird
against
things.
the will of the rocks here.
Like
So I'm gonna politely allow the boulders to usher me. Like,
Have you seen the Spirited Away? It reminds me of those like weird old man face things.
this is serious, Jenny.
Okay. They're like hurting her. Okay.
Have you seen Spirited Away?
Well, it's a great movie. I love it a lot. It's just make random reference. Okay. That's great. What's going on? I don't even know what
This
this
must be
is.
so painful for you.
She doesn't like not knowing what things are.
Out of the shrubbery comes a figure. And with red light illuminating the tip of his wand, Sean's face
Oh,
appears out of the
God.
darkness.
It's actually Sean. Holy shit.
He is drenched in water. He is wearing a loose, barely buttoned, Hogwarts white button-up shirt. Loose pants that he's actually like slightly grabbing onto the edge of. And pointing his wand towards you two.
Does he seem injured?
No. He looks beleaguered. He looks a bit tired and cold.
Can I shoot Perculum? Would that be?
Official answer, you may.
Also, if I see you like pull your wand out in like some sort of like a casting way, I would be like, let's talk first. I like where your mind is, but
Should I take my potion?
I think maybe that's your call. But I think words might be the best option here.
Okay. Words.
Words.
Words. Words. Words. Fire. Okay.
He's just scanning us with his wand and not saying anything, looking very tired and
What's
wet.
that? I asked what's this pond? Any idea what's up with the pond?
You're going to ask the villain.
Yeah! I know, because the last thing I said to him was, I have a question! Ow. I'm still acting like I don't know
okay.
shit, alright?
Okay, you go for
Lots
it.
of people think she's stupid, but she's not.
Go for it. Go for it.
Do you know what the sign says?
Yes, I know what the sign says.
I'm gonna say, okay.
What does it say?
We know that you know.
What is it that I know,
No, we don't.
Gregory? Did I kill over 30 Slytherins
Oh, yeah.
within a year?
Remember we told Shonda Little?
I have to admit, I'm disappointed that it's not more.
It's okay.
What's
Listen,
shocking is that you're here.
Yes.
Because last I saw you, you had my knife in your neck. which tells me something broke.
I am not here to talk about the unbelievable web that time magic creates. I am here to actually try and come to a peaceful solution, believe it or not.
You want me to believe that?
Absolutely.
Me too.
We came back in time so that the fewest lives could be lost, including yours.
We've already lost one.
Please don't remind me of that.
That wasn't me, by the way.
I was actually debating whether it was you or not. You don't need to tell me.
Would you like to know who it was?
Yes.
It was your friend. Franz begged her for one more tarot card reading, knowing that she would die. You know how I know?
You killed her.
Because I saw him do it.
Okay.
Listen, a divide and conquer approach isn't what I'm here for. I simply just want you to know that your luck has expired. You are surrounded. And I don't mean that as a threat. I mean it simply to just turn yourself in, man, before you go about killing innocents.
Or yourself.
Kill myself? You think I'm that weak?
I'm just gonna go like...
Let me tell you what my perspective is. Because the only missing link here, the only thing wrong with this timeline is your existence.
Right.
Therefore, and his wand tip will turn green, you're an easy fix.
Okay.
If McGonagall knows about me, who the fuck cares? I can become someone else. I've done it 100 times.
Oh, Lord.
True.
But doesn't that just...
Aren't you bored?
Like, doesn't that kind of go against your whole plan? Of, like, this seems oxymoronic. You want to kill innocents, or, future potential non-innocents, right? Let's label things correctly here, in an effort to save innocents. But in this scenario, in multiple timelines, you're just killing innocents to disguise yourself as one of them in order to keep up with this whole facade that you have going on.
Are you labeling yourself as an innocent?
I like to think of myself as that.
You broke into my home. You killed my family members. You stole from my house. And you killed my house elves more times than I care to count. And apparently you survived a time in which I likely died. I think we're even. You are no more innocent than I am.
Are we?
I mean, a lot of that was self-defense. In fact, all of it was. Really.
And
I didn't
I'm
want to
not
hurt the
acting in
elves.
self-defense.
But I don't think self-defense really needs to be had, is what I'm getting at. We don't need to keep shedding blood in multiple timelines. Like, this could be, like, the potentially good timeline. I mean, technically, so far, you have granted attacked a professor, but that could have been due to some type of trauma. You're still a student. There's ways to get out of it. If you turn yourself in, no real harm can come of it. It would just be a lot of explaining, I'm sure. But if you keep going with your plan, then I'm actually worried that you, along with a bunch of innocent Slytherins, are just going to get wiped out of the existence.
It's very sweet of you.
I'm really trying.
Yes, why are you trying?
Because I'm going to get sappy.
Oh no.
Because I know deep down there's good in you. You have the best goal, good intentions in mind. You're doing this in order to prevent a worse war from happening and saving the other house, the other citizens of Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor. I get it, at the expense of Slytherins, but that's not the way to go about it. Killing innocents to save innocents really kind of makes you an innocent killer, and that's all that really does. Also,
She really wants to cast spells right now.
it's okay.
Like a Patronus.
We can keep it just to the three of us for now.
Keep what?
Another conversation. I think alerting somebody else. This is actually me talking right now, by the way. Like Gregory's saying, like I can tell she's like wanting to cast for help or a message. Like keeping it between the three of us might be the best thing right now.
Okay.
Gonna let you think for just a minute. I'll be right back.
Sure.
I'd rather just kill him.
I know that's it's such an easy solution. But how cool would it be to quote unquote defeat or best the big bad non-violently?
That would be cool. My character does not have the capability or interest in doing that. That's the only thing. But you can go ahead and try.
We can also come to, like, because we also haven't talked about maybe the potential for him to just kind of like excommunicate himself. Like he could just vanish, and we could have a way to like some agreed upon way to like find him in case if he goes through with his plan of killing the Slytherin. That's a really big stretch. Like if he doesn't actually want to turn himself in.
I don't like that.
Like if he can just disassociate from society and go
him.
vanish or whatever, sure. That's going to require a lot of trust that, I mean, frankly, we probably don't have. And that's understandable. But that is an option that we could bring up if he wants to be a hermit or something.
We could do that. A hermit.
This is a pickle. However, at the same time, I don't want you, or I don't want to tell you what to do.
I really want to take my potion.
Because you, like,
But I'm
you
afraid I'll
could,
waste it.
you could just not listen to me right now. I could just be like, oh, let's keep it between the three of us. You have volition, total control of your character. If you want to cast Patronus, if you want to do anything, it's totally up to you. It is my character just making a suggestion like, hey, like, let's not startle anything. Let's not do anything that we would regret in the future.
Jenny, if Gregory were not here, what would you do?
Good question.
Probably cast my Patronus.
To do what?
I don't know. I think I would just want to make a force field or something. But I don't know. That's kind of stupid because, like, I think her first thought would be to like just do the curriculum thing or something to get everyone's attention. I found him first. I found him, type of thing. But like, I don't think it would work with the canopy.
I have been taking control of this kind of quite a bit.
But if I was alone, I would also take my potion, probably. Because I would want extra protection, I guess. But yeah, I'm fine with him just talking, I guess. Maybe we'll stall until someone else comes over here.
This is what Sean does. He will walk kind of around in a semicircle sort of way. Not on the other side of the pond, but on the same bank as you and several meters away still. And he'll look down at the water and say, the name of this place is called the Pond of Memories. And it doesn't always appear.
Hmm.
And it is made out of the water that flowed through the forest that actually once fed into the lake. And this is the river, or what remains of it, how the merfolk went into the lake. Therefore, it is made of very rare water magic. And it's called the Pond of Memories because it is supposed to help you recount what you have forgotten.
Oh. That's why you're here then.
I doubt that I told you in any... At least... I doubt that I told you the real reason why I'm doing any of this. The fact is that I'm fucking alone. I really have nothing else to lose. At all. Because, Deathly just killed my brothers. My mother went insane. My father tried to get her sanity back by giving her an assortment of potions. It failed, and instead transfigured her into a banshee, or an approximation thereof. And my father would do nothing to stop the coming war, and watched it happen. And as his own wife started to diminish into a creature, and as his other son started to haunt the halls of the manor, he still did nothing. So I did something.
Maybe he was waiting for a reason.
But it doesn't matter. Because there was no one else coming. And yet, with you existing here talking to me, it proves that I was wrong. Somehow, you either beat me, or I'm not it.
Oh, the Jade Wizard.
Right.
No, I don't think you are. Sorry.
Well, that's what happened in the one instance that you are talking about. However, that's okay too. Now, the way I see it is through the hundreds or thousands or whatever, millions of different potential offshoots of the web of time that we have created from all of this jumping around and time loops at the manor and such. Surely all of those outcomes led to one potential good outcome, like a best case scenario, for lack of better words. And in which case, I fully believe we're living in it right now. And that's why I am choosing to not attack you. I really do think there's a peaceful solution to this. You've been through a lot. Trauma, you're alone. I'm not even going to claim that I get it, because I don't. But I do know, in history, those with nothing to lose are the most dangerous of villains. Don't become that villain.
Don't become the monster they believe you are!
The monsters we are.
That was such a good fucking title. That's probably my favorite title
It's my
you've
favorite.
ever
It's
named
my
an episode.
It's my absolute favorite.
Oh my god. Because
What?
it was in the Greek campaign, and the king
The
called
king.
you will you become the monsters they think you are? Like something like that. And
we
Goromir
did.
just runs him through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so he named the episode "The Monsters We Are," and I'm like,
Nice.
oh,
Yeah.
that's so fucking perfect.
I was proud of that one.
That was a
Oh,
fun one.
you were wanted everywhere and nowhere. That was so good. All right,
Is that
in this moment,
is that signed Mermish then?
it is Mermish.
Oh.
Oh. I like how his character's like deep in that. Oh yeah, it's Mermish.
Also, right there is my version of Mermish because it's Hylian.
Oh, nice.
It says Pond of Memories.
Nice. Love it.
All right.
Beautiful.
Tommy showed us
Translation.
translation on his laptop. Lovely.
Oh yeah, thank you for taking up my
In-
mantle of trying to explain what the fuck is happening.
In your idea
Audio.
of the best timeline, the epitome timeline, what happens to me?
That's
You don't kill any more
So-
people, and maybe you fade into obscurity.
And you would just let me go,
no.
just
That's
in the wind.
No, I mean we could come to some sort of agreement. But
You
you,
mean
could
an
do.
unbreakable vow?
But you could do whatever you want, being what you are. So I don't know why.
actually unbreakable vow is not a bad idea.
Uh,
I mean, if it protects the lives of innocents, just I'm not saying that's what we should do, but it is an option.
Neither of you know how to cast it.
Well, not too. He might though. Well, of course, that could be just
No, both of you have to.
a show. Well,
Or no.
It's the witness that has to cast it.
Oh.
okay. So, I mean, I don't want to keep putting the ball in your court. It is totally up to you at this point whether to become hostile or just completely violent, go on some type of a spree, keep doing your stealthy blending in with the crowd such, or coming forward, or fading into obscurity as one of the options. Honestly, that is a viable option,
Excuse me,
but I can't imagine that would help your loneliness.
We could be friends. That would help you.
I think honestly, like, truth really prevails most of the time. Honestly, I think coming clean, because in this timeline you're really only guilty so far of
Future
attacking a
crimes,
professor.
right? And you know they always say that Dumbledore's a pretty reasonable guy.
and everyone does truly believe that Shala had a seizure.
Yeah, they do.
And if it comes around that my friend did it, I'm sure he'll be okay with admitting to it. He's my best friend.
Well, Charlotte did suffer a seizure. Did I mention that?
No, but
No. Yeah, it was a
it appears that way.
it was a
so.
seizure. Yeah.
With blood.
Well, yeah, it was a very violent seizure. She knocked her head open.
Oh.
It was not a pretty scene.
No. Also, hey, point of order. Franz,
Right.
idiot boy who could barely talk.
I'm letting you speak freely about my best friend. Go on.
So he's what? Competent?
Very. He's actually the reason why we got out of a lot of harrowing situations in the past.
So why isn't he here? Did he die?
He has this. He has a purpose, and even though we're good friends, it's confidential,
And that's what he's out there doing.
and it's not my place to question him. As
How-
all friends should be.
How did you escape the loop?
It's a wonderful question. Do we care to go into detail about that?
Yes. We
You know,
care.
honestly, I just friggin' monologued about how important truth is. Sure, we'll tell you. We explained the events of what happened. So
Okay.
we explained that we got into a fight, we damaged his disco ball of time,
Threw shit.
Disco
fire,
ball
freaked out the whole manor.
Fucked
Yeah,
him up real
yes.
good.
You killed both of his house elves.
Yeah, we did that.
With a gun.
I didn't
We
want to
had-
kill them.
We
but you were making them
specifically,
attack us.
yeah. We go into detail about all
I
all
didn't want to do that.
that. We have these rifles that we were very fortunately able to figure out how to use. We had a very long discussion in your, I'm going to say, study where you were doing all of your work. There was the prophecy. You ended up smashing the prophecy in that instance for that timeline. You had a very long, jade scepter within a staff that was very assumedly powerful.
He
I
will
threw it in
look
the fire.
very confused by that and go, I had what?
So within the staff was destroyed, and there was a jade sliver in it. And I believe it was Franz that identified it as the jade scepter.
It was inside the staff the
Lit-
whole time.
Literally inside the staff, yes.
He'll look profile at the water. Anything else?
Had some pretty sweet robes that we destroyed with fire.
In a hat.
We attacked you to the point where you were essentially dead without medical help. And then we went through the fireplace and appeared in Dumbledore's office, and that was the end of our timeline, and then we went back in time.
With you, should we mention
Well,
that?
yeah, we-
Franz stay behind.
Yeah,
Why?
Franz stayed behind. And that's part
Why?
of the confidentiality of his plan.
I didn't. He had
didn't
things
have-
to do, man.
We also didn't have much time.
Jade Wizard things.
We didn't have the liberty of time.
But yeah, he had
So-
flu powder the whole time. He was like, "Here you go, friends."
I love how we're just talking about such a huge event so lackadaisically.
No, that's just me being me. You're
Yeah.
being serious.
Well-
I imagine that in my mind's eye.
So Franz is the Jade Wizard then.
Assumedly so, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe it.
Signs definitely pointed to that, yes. I mean, it wasn't like a for sure, like written in stone, like Franz is the Jade Wizard, but he certainly seemed to be the Jade Wizard with how powerful he was in that instance, absolutely.
Clues. There are clues.
I need you to roll me a d4 and call odds or evens.
Okay. I'm going to call, so if I get it right, it favors us.
Yes.
Evens. Damn, not Jumanji. Odd. Alright.
Oh dear.
Gregory, because you've been choosing to keep it close so long, you have the time turner in your pocket.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm?
Just pre-establishing.
Yes.
Okay. Sean will say, well, thank you. That actually makes me feel a bit better.
How so?
Because right now, I stopped the loop back home. Meaning, you two, actually you three, are lying bleeding on my floor back at my home. Meaning, the only versions of you that exist are right here. And Franz is somewhere in the time stream. And all I have to do to make sure that the loop does not poison my plan again
Franz is in this time loop, by the
is
way.
to wipe you clean.
Dude, Franz is actually in this timeline right
If
now.
Franz is the Jade Wizard, he would have come here now to support you. Right now.
He's been following us this whole time. We
Then
didn't
where-
get
No,
we didn't get a
we've
chance to
told
mention
him
it.
Everything he
He
needs
left
to
a note for us that
know,
was in
and now
freshly
he's
written
going to
ink
kill
after
us.
Shala died in his handwriting.
So-
I recognize his handwriting. He's my best friend.
There's that.
He said, "Sorry, Gregory." Rolled it up, put it just outside of Shala's tower entrance. He's
I
been
left-
following us literally this whole time.
I left that note.
He's lying.
I
You
know
can-
how much you cared about Shola, and I felt bad because I thought, weird, we might have been friends despite everything.
Do you have the same handwriting as? Are you able to mimic handwritings?
No? What are you talking about?
It was written in the same
Yeah, he's lying.
handwriting. Why would you lie about that?
I'm not lying about anything. Look.
Sorry, it's blowing my mind. It's
Hey,
very,
listen, hey.
very clearly Franz's handwriting.
Hey, listen, I'm about to betray you. Shut up. Listen. You have a choice.
Okay.
You either die like a man, wand in hand, or you pull out the time turner and let me destroy it, and then you die like a man.
Before I make my choice, why do you want to destroy a time turner so badly?
So that no one else can break the best timeline so far.
Ah,
You're not,
so this loop is
you don't-
advantageous to you if you were to wipe
You
the
don't
screen.
have a time turner, Gregory.
Oh, shut up. He knows. He knows that we have one, very clearly.
Accio time turner. What's your defense?
10. Is the potential to save it at all? It's in my pocket.
Give me a dex
I'd
check.
feel it would get tugged away.
Give me a dex check.
Sure. 19
Woo!
plus 5.
You catch it midair. You're just like, nope.
I want
The
to.
chain points directly towards him,
Yeah.
and you're like, no.
So the fact that he just tried to do that.
I'm gonna drink my potion now.
Woo!
8.
You commit, and instead of pulling out your wand, you give Cunnilingus to a tiny golden bottle and slurp down the cream soda.
Oh, he
Oh, I
made
actually
it.
get one. Oh my god. I have Felix guys in my belt, and that's what I just drank.
Oh no! Hold on. Oh no! Oh god! Oh god!
And it lasts
Oh,
for 10
God.
minutes.
Oh god! Jenny, it's gone.
That's okay.
I'm
What?
so sorry. I don't know what happened.
Do you have apple juice? That's just as good.
I don't.
Oh,
I have water. You want water?
yes.
Alright. You drink the cream soda that is the Felix Felicis that will last for 10 game minutes.
Hopefully this isn't boss battle that you told me not to use
Wait.
it before.
10 game minutes?
10 game minutes.
Okay.
Which is effectively 10 turns. Alright? Was it on your belt?
Yes.
You have an action.
Excuse me. Gonna send, try to do a Patronus and send it to the castle. Be like, help, Sean and Forrest found him.
It casts.
13.
It casts.
3.
It casts.
Oh.
It whooshes out with your message ready made, and you just chuck it over your shoulder.
Oh yeah.
And it's the largest Patronus you've ever summoned.
Wow.
You just look like an insanely powerful wizard right now. You're just all
So
like,
pretty. Look at it go.
Boom!
Ah.
And it just shoots out back the way you came through the dark forest, illuminating its way as it goes.
I named it Kevin, guys.
Kevin the Patronus Dragon.
And the opal eye, Kevin, whooshes through the dark branches carrying your message of, help, Sean, over there, help!
Point of memory.
I said Sean in the forest. We found him. Oh, I didn't-
Shaunagle!
You didn't specify the...
I didn't say specify the pond. They're not gonna know.
How do you know that they're not going to...
Gregory, you have one action, your minor was to catch.
Oh, that's fair. Thank you. Well... I've been talking with him.
That
with
was
my
probably
wand
really
out.
big and bright, so maybe people saw it.
Oh, true that. True that. I don't like this guy anymore. I was being so nice. I gave
You
him
were.
so many
He's a
options.
piece of
So many attempts to salvage something to let him redeem himself. God damn it. Why can't I be the Aang of this campaign? Alright.
There's a very gay fantasy story series. I really read the first one, but it had a very horny dragon in it named Kevin. That was hilarious, and that's why I named it.
Alright, my Salva Hexia is still on Aaron, by the way. I've been
Yes.
saying it this whole time,
Yes, it is.
just to make sure. We started the battle at full health because everything took a long time, or full HP and
We
B.
leveled.
Yeah.
But I've been deducing little spells.
I am so upset right now.
Stop. It's a good story.
I cast Reducto, and I'm going to do a called shot for his throat.
Oh. Ugh. Ugh.
11 plus 5 for 16, and a 13 plus 6 for 19.
Ugh. That's nasty.
Protego blocks your Reducto. Your spell is still costs something, so go ahead and reduce the MP.
I'm gonna call out as a. Can I speak right now? Is that a possible action?
Yes. Or
so
no.
catch Reducto, and then can I say something? Yeah.
Wow. He is floored by the brightness, the sudden appearing brightness of the dragon in this forest. That he's baffled. And he's trying to get the Time Turner out of your grip, and even tries to go as far as casting Expelliarmus, and it doesn't cast. And so he re-accios, but it doesn't have any effect. Meaning, he had a nothing turn.
Wow.
Cool.
That's lucky.
Jenny.
Weird how that happens. I'm going to say, since he was stumbling, I'm going to say, he's wet. Zip zap blibbity blap his ass.
It's a good thing that I wouldn't have thought to use that spell right in this moment. Babilius! Oh, I rolled a 3. Great.
It crits.
Oh, okay. Yay! That's 1d10 plus magic, and I put 2 points into my magic at the beginning of the campaign. I don't remember if I said that. So that's 20.
You did. You said it.
Blow lightning damage.
How much?
20. 1d10 plus mag, and you said it crit?
It should be 25. It's magic and a half for crits.
Oh.
How much magic do you have? I'm sorry.
10.
10 total. Okay, so it'd be 25 lightning damage.
Does he seem extra fucked by it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
There are electrical burns and that open up into open wounds, and blood spews out of his chest
That's
as it rips
disgusting.
up his shoulder.
Fuck him.
God. That's nasty.
He will actually fall back and hit the ground, and the pebbles cutting his palm as he catches himself, and the chain of the Time Turner finally drops, giving you an opportunity to put it away. But you just spoke.
Yeah.
Any minor action?
Can I pick that thing up?
It's still in his hand.
What, the time turner?
Just the chain drop, because he had it in his palm, but the chain of the necklace was like,
Yeah.
I want to go to you.
Oh, I'm gonna fight this whole fight with this thing in my hand. It's like he ain't getting it.
Okay.
Minor action. Sorry. No, I'm good. I don't think I can do anything else. How close am I to him?
You can get there within a minor action. You'd be right in his business.
I'm not gonna do that, I don't think. Okay, that's all. I'm good.
Your action.
I
That's
can't
it?
do anything else.
Cool. As a minor action, I'm going to wrap the necklace portion of it around my wrist and between my fingers to get an even tighter grip on it. And then, since he is on the ground and prone, I will take this opportunity to do a massive reducto. This time, not a called shot, because he is already opened and wounded. So, anywhere I think would be good. 8 plus 5 for 13. 13 plus 6 for 19.
8 casts.
1d8 plus magic, which is 6. 7 plus 6 is 13 bleed damage. I believe my actions are up.
Alright. He screams and is mean about it. He picks himself up, grabs a small potion, and chugs it down. And then throws the litter into the pond because he's a dick.
Wow, what
Hey,
a douche.
what? You could use potions too.
Was I able to ascertain what type of potion it was?
It was a minor healing potion.
Oh, I will.
Mine was better.
Mine makes me crit everything and become incredibly lucky. Mwah.
She would taunt me battle for sure. Yes.
I think Gregory is, for the first time, very envious of you right now. Because you have this awesome potion.
For the first
coursing-
time, all the random animal knowledge over the years hasn't.
He casts Confringo
No,
on
Just
the
'cause the
middle
potion.
on the middle boulder that was corralling you guys. He casts Confringo, making it explode.
Yeah, that's not good. Rocky bits. So you have Salva Hexion, that's going to be good for you. I'm going to cast
Oh,
Protect.
it's not me I'm worried about right
Confringo
now.
is a curse.
It's not
What does
going
it
to do
protect? What does it
anything to
protect
me.
against?
Jinxes and hexes.
Okay.
Unfortunate. I'm going to actually let me
It's
just
you that needs to worry
triple
about
check.
yourself until that
I'm going to cast.
up.
I'm going to cast Protego on myself. First of all, before we go too far, and it's Jinxes and hexes. So she's going to get hit. Unfortunately, I cast Protego on myself.
No, I'm not. For a couple minutes.
That's a crit.
You are dealt 10 burning damage.
Ooh, burn. Ooh.
Darn it.
7 MP.
Did my luck run out already?
No. You have 8 more turns of it.
8 more turns? Oh, jeez.
Jenny's turn.
Well, I think I am. Wait, can I do curriculum as a minor action?
Because it's a familiar spell, and you're lucky, yes, that can be a minor.
Okay, I try to do that. Curriculum 14.
Instead of shooting it straight up, which was your original intention, Felix tells you cockeye over to the 2 o'clock position, and you do it there. And you know that the sparks of red will shine just between the branches enough to be shown like a firework to those outside.
Oh,
the ring.
sick! Nice. Okay.
Major action.
And
Felix.
I'm gonna Babilius him again. Babilius. 6.
25 damage.
Oh damn. Can I also minor to get closer to him?
Minor action with curriculum.
Okay. I knew that. Okay. I'm gonna do that next turn. Maybe see if I can do a follow shot and like. Terrible, but if I had good luck, you know.
Alright. Jiff. Jiffy peanut butter. Jiff.
Peanut butter.
Does the bleed damage seem to be affecting pretty well?
Yes.
And I'm going to. You took 10 burning. Is she still burning? I'm going to cast Repara Force on Aaron. Crits. To eliminate the burning. So I just saved you for 10 points of damage there.
Thank you.
With that crit, you can heal her an additional d4 of HP.
Ooh! 4. Lovely. So you healed for 4 as well. Thank you, DM.
Thank you, DM and healer
I
man.
have instant and minor left. Save my instant, obviously. Minor. I am going to distance myself from Aaron as well as Sean.
So you're leaving the pond area, effectively, going like diagonally away.
Just distancing myself just so I don't want to be in range of any like multiple target spells.
Okay. Alright. Jeffrey, because you are away from the fire that is left over from the Confringo, you see the minor action of Sean as he pulls out a very small, bright blue, familiar potion from his pocket.
Oh god, this guy.
As he flicks open the potion lid, downs it in a couple gulps, and you can see the surge of energy that goes through him that can only be associated with something you have brewed before.
What could that be?
Probably a minor healing potion.
Or is it?
I don't know. You guys tell me.
Serum.
Mm.
Seymour serum.
Seymour serum.
Oh.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. You are cast. He casts a burning spell towards you, non-verbally, giving you 12 burning damage.
Non-verbal. 12 burning damage.
Non-verbal potion.
I take it.
Jenny, your turn.
Okay. Jeez. I'd like to minor action a little closer to him than I am. By like a couple steps. And then I want to try and like use Babilius, but like cold shot, like right in his face.
Okay.
Like to the head.
Babilius.
Yeah, Babilius, 19.
It deals 25 damage.
Alright, cool. Did it work?
Your 13 ticked.
Mm-hmm.
It did not do any additional damage at the head because Babilius goes into an arc, like it spreads as a spray.
Okay.
We have a minor action left.
I don't think I'll do anything. I don't want to get any closer to him. Wait, there's those stupid rocks, aren't there? I can't do anything with those, though. Can I try to, like, move one with my hand? Rock?
Sure.
I want to see what it does.
You push it away. It floats idly away like a floating balloon by about a meter. And you giggle at yourself because everything's funny right now.
Okay. It's like I'm high.
That's hilarious. My turn?
Yes.
Super. I am going to eat the butterscotch candy bag that Dumbledore was so nice to give me. And it restores 1d8 plus 3 NP.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart.
11. Yeah.
And then you get 12 more damage.
I know. So, 32. I have the 12 burn here, but it's at the end of turn when it goes off. It's an important distinction. As my major action, with the extra MP I have, I'm going to go ahead and I'll do one more offensive spell. I will reducto him one more time. Crit.
Ooh.
It's going to be 8 plus 9. It'll be 17 bleed.
So something fun happens where he still is able to cast Protego, but because it's a reducto on Protego, it shatters the spell, dealing him half the damage, which effectively comes out to 17 damage. Non-bleed.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
Just 17
So
force
it
damage.
protects the force,
Got it.
but he still gets the
He
impact.
still gets, yeah. Got it.
Reducto is one of the few spells that can break through Protego.
Sick.
Yeah. Okay.
Love it.
It's like Destroyer with armor.
Oh.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay. He's mad.
Of course he is.
Humans are enraging.
He casts a nonverbal spell as he does some fussy thing with his wand all over himself, and then he turns on the spot and vanishes, but then reappears in the same exact spot looking confused. And then, suddenly, Jenny, you are hit with a buffeting wind from behind you, and you are hurtling towards the water.
What?
Give me a dex check.
Fuck? What is this shit? 14 plus 6.
You stop yourself several
Unnatural
inches before
20.
you touch the water,
That's good.
and you look back to see there's another Sean behind you pointing his wand, and he casts Ventus. Your turn.
This fucking guy. Aim my wand at that Sean, and I cast
The one behind you, or the one that looks bewildered by the water?
the one that just did the thing to me, the bewildered one. No, not the bewildered one. The one that just did the Ventus to me.
Okay.
It's behind me.
What do you do?
I cast Stupefy on him. 5.
You hit him so hard with Stupefy, it hits him in the cranium.
Is he unconscious?
Yes.
That's only supposed to happen to weaker creatures. Oh.
Felix Felices!
That's so really cool. Oh god.
What's the damage on Stupefy, though?
1d6 plus magic.
So 6 plus 10 is 16. So...
Plus half
Was that an auto crit?
yes.
Oh my god. The music stopped.
Alright, and then luck. This is my 4th. I'm going to show you. It's my 4th double 6 roll tonight. Okay.
Oh my.
His head,
Felix exists.
his head hit a rock. You have a choice of what to do.
Is that the real Sean?
The other one, upon this one losing consciousness, fizzles out. And you recognize the after effects of the spell Germinio.
Cool. His head hits a rock after being concussed by a stupefy to the skull.
And you are eerily recognizing the similarity of what happened to him in the previous timeline with his head bleeding. Like fate called back and wanted him to have the same fate.
Right. Well, we need to disarm him. I go over and try to take anything of note away from him.
Like his wand.
Wand. Any other potions he may have. I'm going to pocket my time turner again so I have both hands free for this.
Jenny, in your lucky state, what do you do?
Okay, so one fizzled and the other one's knocked unconscious.
Yes. The battle's effectively ceased. The stones have also fallen to the ground as well, the boulders.
I'm assuming ours are on the way because we sent 2 messages
Okay,
out.
You can imagine so with her lucky potion.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna rifle through his pockets to see if there's anything that Gregory forgot.
Okay, so you will take his wand. You rifle around for any more Seymour serums, and there are none. And there's no more potions that he might be hiding. There's just 2 empty bottles now.
I think it's entirely appropriate to break his wand.
Go ahead. Also, do you have any spells that can bind him?
It is a crime to break a wizard's wand,
Oh.
just so you know.
Maybe don't do that then. I mean, we're underage, but you could throw it in the lake.
It is not a crime to break your own, it's a crime to break someone else's.
You could throw it in the lake.
I don't want to litter again in the Mur water.
It's true that I can miss. Okay, do you have a spell that can... I forgot, sorry.
I will just put his wand in my inventory.
Okay. Do you have any sort of spell that can bind him while he's unconscious?
No.
Okay.
You covered this the first time too.
I forgot, I'm sorry.
It's just funny how it's playing
Yeah.
over again. That's funny.
I can cast Herbivicus on some roots and we can use that to tie him.
Can I look around on the ground and see if there's any unicorn hair?
She's still fucking lucky.
Yeah, she is.
You have like 2 more turns left after this ish. So yeah, you find 3 unicorn hairs. Actually, wait. Let me roll. Actually, a roll. You find 4
Amazing.
unicorn hairs.
Felix exists in real life, I swear.
You find 4
This is
unicorn
called
hairs,
alcohol.
and they're about a yard long each.
Can we use one to bind his hands? I don't know if it's that strong.
You can actually, because Hagrid even references them as being very strong to tie bundles.
Okay, let's use 2 for that. 1 for his hands, 1 for his feet. And I'll put the other 2 in my inventory.
How thematic.
Mm-hmm.
That is so fucking cool. Oh my god.
My friends, I'm actually going to call session here. Both of you take 1200
Oh
XP,
my god.
because I'm wild with XP for these short games, even though it's for the 13th episode, so it's not really that short. I'm having fun.
Me too.
Alright.
I think you actually make me realize how much XP I give.
But
I think I give a lot of XP. Anyway.
does that mean my Felix stays on me until the next game?
You can leave a note that you have 2 minutes left of Felix. Effectively 2 turns left of Felix when we come back next week, or the week after, or the week after.
Wait,
if Jeff gets more.
Are you going to-
your turns are a full minute? No.
It's the way I conveniently tell it in my head, brother.
Okay.
That way I'm not going through like a 30-turn battle of her just being lucky the
Yeah.
whole fucking time.
I was trying not to. Hopefully that wasn't the final boss battle or anything. I was trying not to do that because you asked me not to.
Oh,
But
spoilers, it's not.
okay.
The reason I'll openly say
I
that
thought not, and
is
that's why I did
yeah,
it.
you're good. Is because this is generally lackluster for an entrance into a final boss fight. 1. 2, I'm saying end of session will come back. Why would I do that if there wasn't more?
Right.
So yes, there's more to the story. This was not the final
Right,
boss.
I didn't want to do that. I didn't. Like, I was like, no, I
sort
wouldn't have
of-
wanted to do that.
I thought about the hypothetical of
That's
what
too
if you
cheap.
what if you had used Felix during the centaur ambush and just like told them all to leave, and they're like, sorry, so sorry.
That was so awkward.
We got out of here,
Awkward
sorry.
situation.
It's weird.
It's like I didn't want to talk badly of them, but like,
Alright, so everything is out in the open at least, and Mr. Stealthy Boy hiding everywhere. Yeah, honestly, there is more to this, so I guess, like,
of course.
I don't think Sean was doing the hide behinds.
Yeah, perhaps
Franz
he
is
has
He
still-
someone
admitted,
else.
he admitted doing the high fives.
Or
When?
he has.
Back when you guys
Oh,
were
in the
friends
manor.
in the manor.
He
in the
might have
manor,
an
that's right,
accomplice.
that's right.
There might be somebody pulling the strings. Who knows?
Yeah.
I need to ask something.
Also,
really
all the
quick.
fun stuff. Yeah.
Can I put something into my belt at this point?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna. Do that.
Something that I want to point out that he mentioned, kind of in passing, but that was sort of talked over, is that he mentioned if Franz was the Jade Wizard, and if he believed that this was the moment to step in and help with ending Sean, why wasn't he here?
I know. I was... You...
Me.
I was going to actually bring that up.
He knew we could do it.
Yeah.
Maybe. What he's doing is more important than maybe our lives.
I actually still think he's following us.
Yeah, I like that actually.
I think the Franz is in multiple timelines and he's following
That's
us.
true, but I like
And
it.
I think Sean was lying about that letter because, well, then again, you did say it was written in the same handwriting as the handwriting of the other Jade Wizard note, which we did conclude was Franz.
You did. Because you read that in front of Dumbledore.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, Sean had to have been lying. I don't know. Or maybe they just have super similar handwriting. I don't fucking know. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'll see you next week.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh my god. Bye.
Oh, I should probably end the session, right?
Bye. Okay, bye.
Well, I have to save, and then...
No, they're not supposed to see this. They're not supposed to see this
and
part.
then, stop.